contention is on the line in this matchup. And I tell you, as incredible a tag team as TNT is, I don't envy them at all in their chances here this week against Jay and Mark Briscoe, perhaps one of the most celebrated tag teams in recent day in the world of professional wrestling. No slight on Tony Stradlin and Todd Sexton, certainly, but Mark and Jay Briscoe, man, what a handful those guys are.
Well, to tell you exactly where this rivalry came to place would be to explain what happened at Freedom Fight 2002. There you see Jay Briscoe going to work on Tony Stradlin. These guys are in here for a fight, and this is the reason why. There was no slot available for another tag team match on Freedom Fight 2002, but the Briscoe brothers wanted to be a part of that card so bad, Wildside said, why the hell not? We're booking them a match against one another. They've had that sibling rivalry. They had a tremendous match. Athleticism, respect, sportsmanship personified. Jay defeated Mark with the Jay Driller.
Twice.
Yes, 2 Jay Drillers. The Briscoe brothers were celebrating post-match when TNT attacked them for no damn good reason, with TNT exclaiming the Briscoes were stealing all of their tag team spotlight. Hell, the Briscoes weren't even in a tag team match. So the TNT took on the Lost Boys later that night. The Briscoes got involved again, and this rivalry has come to place right here before our very eyes.
And #1 tag team title contention. That's what we're talking about. Oh, a potent lariat.
Mark Briscoe in the ring with Tony Stradlin. Mark is the smaller and younger of the Briscoes, but his style is very similar to his older brother Jay.
Apparently it runs in the family.
Both men tremendous grapplers.
Great defensive maneuver from Mark Briscoe.
Yakuza kick by Jay Briscoe.
Todd Sexton attempting the same thing. Oh dear, and gets a swift kick in the gut for his effort.
Well, they were trying to steal a page out of the Briscoes' playbook, and that's exactly what they shouldn't have. Springboard plancha by Mark Briscoe to the outside.
And Jay's having an out with Tony Stradlin. Major League main event. Oh, Tony Stradlin face first. Oh, and a big, big leg drop.
Drop toe hold, and Jay Briscoe got 3 feet up in the air for that leg drop. Unlike some you see on television, brother.
Yep, 3 inches in the air, brother.
Snap suplex by Jay Briscoe.
Hey, I hope these guys are still wrestling when they're Hogan's age. That's all I can say.
Irish whip reversal by Stradlin. Drop down in an uppercut by Jay Briscoe. Todd Sexton with an old-fashioned rake of the eyes. And a leg lariat by Tony Stradlin sends Jay Briscoe to the mat.
I would hope that Tony and Todd have done their homework. You take the Briscoe brothers lightly, this is going to be a short match.
Jawbreaker and a dropkick combo by Todd Sexton. Lateral press, 2 count.
The winner of this match becomes the #1 contender for Wildside Tag Team Champions, the Lost Boys, who are on the disabled list this week here in Wildside.
Springboard dropkick there by Mark Briscoe onto Sexton. Gut wrench suplex. Beautifully executed. Briscoe measures Sexton. Drops a knee.
Oh dear, what a schnoz of Todd Sexton, which is growing before our very eyes.
And you can tell the Briscoe brothers came here to fight. They're not even wearing wrestling tights, shorts and t-shirts, the old brawling gear. Side slam reverse DDT combo by the Briscoes.
This is definitely the litmus test of tag team action for the year 2002. What on earth?
Oh, goodness gracious! Super kick straight out of the pages of the playbook of Shawn Michaels. Of course, we all know TNT trained for Shawn Michaels in San Antonio, Texas. Lateral press by Tony Stradlin. 2 count only.
Or unlike HBK, TNT are far from retired. And displaying their wares this week on NWA Wildside against nothing less than the tandem of Jay and Mark Briscoe, your main event on NWA Wildside.
Dragon screw leg whip by Jay Briscoe. He's reaching out to tag in Mark, but Todd Sexton cuts him off. Irish whip. Sunset flip by Jay Briscoe. Tag made into Tony Stradlin. Briscoe didn't see it, but Stradlin counters that with a drop kick to the lower back.
And a rear chin lock from Tony Stradlin. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for more of this matchup right after this. Hang with us.
Wrestling fans, we are back. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson, the Briscoe brothers, TNT, and we're along here with Stephen Prazak. This is NWA Wildside. You are watching tag made into Todd Sexton. Jay Briscoe going to tag his brother Mark, but he gets cut off once more.
My friends, this is what tag team wrestling could really be.
Power slam by Todd Sexton. Lateral press. His arrogance may have cost him there as Jay Briscoe managed to get a shoulder up.
Jay, the older of the two Briscoes, but both equally experienced in the ways of pro wrestling. And in many ways, they rewrite the book week after week.
Goes for the super kick again. Jay Briscoe blocks it, boot to the midsection. He's got Sexton hooked. Sit out gourd buster. And he scoops Sexton up. Death Valley driver.
But is Jay Briscoe in any shape to cover Todd Sexton? Looks like Todd Sexton's ripe for the pinning. And a pair of tags.
Mark Briscoe's in, springboard dropkick to the knee. Beautifully executed. Down goes Todd Sexton.
And Stradlin's left knee has seen some damage earlier on. But the legal man is Sexton, along with Jay Briscoe. Make that Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe catches him. Fisherman's Buster. And he's got Tony Stradlin. Stradlin goes for an enziguri. Briscoe blocks it. Oh, and he goes for the Indian deathlock there. Mark Briscoe had the Indian deathlock cinched it on the knee of Tony Stradlin, the already injured knee.
If the Briscoes keep it up, take Stradlin out of the picture, take out the leg power of Stradlin, that'll give them a decided advantage. Oh dear, quite low attack from Todd Sexton.
Tony Stradlin posts Mark Briscoe, and Todd's got it in the inverted tarantula springboard drop kick by Tony Stradlin. But Stradlin goes down favoring the knee, so that may not have been the wisest of maneuvers from the San Antonio, Texas tandem.
Fair enough, but Sexton is still the legal man.
And they're calling for the cradle spike pile driver. The cradle spike. Wait a minute. It's the Wildside Tag Team Champions. And they may be injured, but they're here.
And their mere presence is diverting attention away from TNT.
And the Briscoes switched places, and I don't think TNT realizes it.
No, they sure didn't. And neither did referee Andrew Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the Briscoes.
And Jay and Mark Briscoes are now #1 contender for the Wildside Tag Team titles held by the Lost Boys, who made their presence known by merely walking down the ramp and diverting attention away from both TNT and their own referee Andrew Thomas.
So we now know the tag team champions are weakened. We know without a shadow of a doubt, as you saw Gabriel holding a necklace and Azrael missing. All of that at the hands of the attack that was suffered again by TNT. That was a loss with measure of revenge. They knocked TNT out of the #1 contender spot, but there's a whole lot more chapters in this book yet to be read.
That's true. That just makes TNT even more angry, and that is bad news for the tag team scene here at Wildside. But we thank you for joining us this week. Next week, we're going to do it all over again. For Dan Wilson, I'm Stephen Prazak. We'll see you then.